Now we are.
Yep, we're good, Donnie.
All right, Safety Committee meetings, July 14th, 5 p.m.
Gotta talk up.
5 p.m. Call the meeting order. Everyone present. Alderman Thomas Crosland, Alderman Mark Messon, and Donnie Parsley, and Mayor Hobbs. Okay. Approval of the agenda.
Yeah,
To approve.
second.
All in favor, vote aye.
Right.
Okay, do we have any citizens' comments? No comments? Approval of the minutes.
Yeah, I move to approve.
I'll say.
All in favor?
Aye.
3-0. Okay. Comments from the department. I guess we start with you, Miss Brittany.
Brittany.
So for a departmental review, I kind of did your packets in reverse order, so I apologize. The first one is the safety report, so if you'll turn into the next 2 pages, that is some reports that include our fees collected, permits issued. Those fees collected include building permit fees, impact fees, some property maintenance report, building permits issued, stormwater site visits, notices of violations issued, and things of that manner. All of that is from the month of June. That is simply for your information. I think it is a little bit less than the prior month of May. I think, everybody's getting those, the ones that were pulled in May, they're kind of getting those in the ground and ready. So look for that number. It kind of goes up and down. So as far as departmental review continued, I am currently shopping for an online permitting program. I did a demo of iWorks last week, and I'm doing a demo of Cloud Permit this week. I am looking for a couple more to do as well. I'm also getting quotes for that and everything, so that'll probably be before us at some point in the near future. I'm excited for that because while we use Encode currently for all building permits and inspections and things of that manner, it's really not inspection friendly. So if you have a site that has multiple inspections to do, it's really difficult to record those. Stan, my building inspector, currently does those by hand. And then we just kind of keep that with the file. So I'm hoping for a good online permitting and inspection system that will allow for it all to be in a good database, rather than just handwritten and things of that manner. In June, early June, I did receive my OSHA 30-hour certification. So I'm excited about that. That will help me move forward in a lot of safety aspects for the city and employees here. I am going to encourage at least somebody from every department in the city to do that every year moving forward. I think it would help everybody become more safety aware. While the certification is geared toward industry a lot, I do feel like there are a lot of municipal aspects that it pertains to as well. So I'm hoping that I can get somebody from each department to do that more often than has been done in the past. Employee safety review, you all have that report in front of you. It's the first page of your packet that I gave you. The first shorter table is a quarterly report, and that quarterly report includes April, May, and June. This quarter compared to this same quarter last year, we had a decrease of 7 accidents. So that's very exciting. And then we also have the year-over-year report included in that as well. And we've had a decrease of 46 accidents. So if that's not impressive, I don't think I know what is.
That is, the 85 is a year-to-date, or I guess through June number in 2024?
Yes.
39, same time period?
It's this year so far.
Yeah.
So I think we're on a really good track.
Is
for
the
decrease.
85, though, that is
The 85 is for the year as a total.
the entire year? of-
Yes,
Okay.
so we're doing well. We're not all the way through 2025, obviously.
But
But we're already seeing a decrease in accidents.
So the pace is
About the same.
about the 78, so 10% decrease-ish. So, I mean, that's good. Every decrease is one person not injured. So that's a good thing.
Okay. And then, so we had our quarterly employee safety committee meeting. We did have our quarterly employee safety meeting this past week. From that, we went over the report as well with the good report. We are looking to add some people. Kelly, that's also on the employee safety committee, she mentioned that Water and Sewer and Parks and Rec only have one representative that comes to that meeting, and they both have field people and office people. So I'm looking to add a member that is within the rec center, and then a member that is within the billing office for the Water and Sewer. I haven't informed Water and Sewer or Parks and Rec of that yet, but they will know that soon enough, and I feel like they will be on board, for sure.
You had one retired, one new one, right?
Yes, one of our employee safety committee members is retiring from Public Works, and so they have been replaced. So that's exciting. That's about
One thing I do want to dig into here,
okay.
you know, this is a bit of a passion of mine.
Yeah.
Public Works, 26 injuries in 2024, only 6 to this point in 2025. So that's very, very good work by that department. Recreation, on the other hand, 29 all of last year, 20 already this year. And of that, slips, trips, and falls is already +6 to what it was all of last year. One thing I would like to know is how many of those are customers in the rec center?
So from the reports that I can recall, a significant amount of them are children being injured at the pool or the playroom of that manner. It's just they slip, or they slip, trip, or fall.
Yeah.
So
Which tells me we've got some work to do there, because that's an opportunity for something pretty bad, not only for the kid, but for the city.
right, so Mayor proposed, I have been doing departmental safety audits. I've done Public Works, and I did the 2 fire stations the week before last. And so Mayor Hobbs suggested that I do the rec center next, specifically the pool area, while it is in full swing during the summer. So I do plan to do that in the next few weeks before the pool closes, just so I can see
I think
how it's functioning.
Because there is so much exposure down there for an accident, I think the OSHA training for one of the members of management down there is a good idea, sooner rather than later, if that's feasible.
Yeah, so their current employee safety committee member is, he does more of the parks stuff, so I do think it would be a great idea
Yeah,
for
am I
somebody.
correct when you say that you only have one representative now from the rec?
From Parks and Rec, yes, I only have one, so I'm
So
looking
you'd
to
like to
expand
bring
that.
it up.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, and these numbers back that up too.
Right.
So, okay,
Okay,
thank you.
yeah. Any other comments, questions, concerns?
No, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
You done a good job.
Okay,
I'm good.
are you sure?
Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you through?
I think so. That's all I had was a department review and an employee safety review. I have. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Brittany.
All righty.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, young man.
Ready?
He said, go ahead.
Okay. I'll go over the monthly report for June. We issued 30 burn permits. We had a total of 74 responses. We had 16 motor vehicle accidents we responded to, 2 of which were in the county. And we had 1 fire, which was a vehicle fire over by Wendy's. Inspection division, fire marshal, conducted 15 inspections, conducted some inspections to learn about the Bonnaroo process. They inspected Home Depot, Manchester Pediatrics, Metro Industrial, Walmart. June is the month we have all our fireworks stands set up, so we inspected all the fireworks stands. You have a state inspection you have to do for that. And they continue to do follow-up construction site visits to the Fairfield Inn here on Woodbury Highway, the new Speedway, 7 Brew Coffee, the new steak restaurant, and follow up on various alarm system problems in hotels and other commercial businesses. We installed 1 car seat for a citizen during the month. We installed 10 smoke alarms in 3 residences. We had 5 EMS assists during the month. Of course, the vehicle fire on Wendy's, it was a Saab. Started in the engine compartment, pretty much totaled the car. Our 2007 Trailblazer, you see at the top, we have it listed as out of service. We're working through the process now to put it on Gov Deals and try to sell it. It's got a hole in the frame, small hole in the frame, so we've taken it out of service. Mr. Price completed his emergency vehicle technician certifications last month, which one was on maintenance inspection and testing of fire apparatus, the other was design and performance standards for fire apparatus. We had a Touch the Truck event held with the Manchester Library. We assisted Manchester PD with Bonnaroo Traffic Control, Department of Health setting up a backup medical tent for Bonnaroo, and an event with the rec center in the park. Assisted Manchester Water Department in locating a leak on John Roberts Drive. We completed hydrant testing for the year. Firefighter Novea and Frame passed their Firefighter 2 exam, so they're fully qualified now. We conducted interviews for lieutenant, promoted Jonathan Seiler to lieutenant on B shift. Project updates, fire hydrant painting was completed. They did do 100 hydrants along Hillsborough Boulevard, MacArthur Street, McMinnville Highway, Spring Street, Old Tullahoma Highway, all the way out to Wattendorf Drive. And here's a picture of it before and after for you here.
They stand out, I've seen them.
Here's an old one that was on Highway 55 or MacArthur Street, and this is what it looks like now.
You know, they really look nice.
They did a
and all
great
that
job.
up there, but
Yes, sir.
I want us to move forward, us doing it.
They did a good job. New vehicle for the fire marshal, it should be in sometime this month, from what the Ford dealer tells us in Murfreesboro.
I'm excited about that.
Yes, sir, I am too. It's red too. NSA air packs, we're working with our vendor still to get 10 additional packs and bottles and masks. Replacement fire engine, we're still working with the dealer on that. We're gonna set a committee up with some firefighters, a driver, a lieutenant, and whatever, and Mr. Price, and we're gonna go through the process of that truck. We hope to have that completed by August. New pickups, we've got new pickups in our budget for this year. And I'll let Training Officer Hickerson talk about that subject.
So we had allotted $105,000 to get new vehicles this year. Done a lot of work, talking with all the people that's on the state contract to see what options we have. And based on what I've found, I've come up with a 1,500 Dodge Ram crew cab. This will be for a runaround vehicle. The price on it's $35,491. And then that's through Columbia. Yeah, the TT of Columbia. And then the second vehicle, it'll be our command vehicle for our captain. It's going to be a GMC Sierra 2500 crew cab also. Plan on putting a camera top over the back of
Is
it.
this a picture of it, Ty?
That's gonna be kind of with the.
Conceptual drawing, yes, sir.
Of what we want it to look like.
Okay, I got you.
This one will be white in color though. I can't find a red one. They said it'd be next year. We'll order a red one. So that one will be white, but the 1,500 is actually in the fire department red that we're looking for. So we don't have to do anything with that, but we will wrap this one close to how the truck picture looks. And the price on the 2,500 is $49,176.20, and those are the two cheapest vehicles that I could find.
How
Right.
much is it gonna cost to wrap?
About anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000, depending on what you want done.
It's about the same as the cost of buying a red one last time we had this conversation. Right?
When you wrap it, is it gonna be red?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna look like
Gonna
a
look
picture
like
of
that.
that.
It looked like that picture you had there a minute ago.
What,
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm done.
what do we?
Thank you.
What do we do with the runaround vehicle?
So.
I gotta tell you, the words runaround and
Yeah.
35,000
Well,
don't necessarily
we
match.
use it to go to school with, people that go back and forth to school. We use it to haul equipment during a fire. If we have a fire, we've got to put all our hose and air packs and other things in a separate vehicle other than our engines to keep them clean. So we use that for that. We use it for training, to haul stuff back and forth for training. So it's not necessarily, go get a burrito at McDonald's. We use it for a lot of other things. Right now, we only have one pickup truck in the department that we can do that with. This gives us one at both stations. We have one at Station 2, one at Station 1, so if we need to move people and equipment from Station 2, we can take that truck and move those assets down to Station 1 or move them to the fire ground, or then come to the fire ground, pick up equipment and haul it back to wherever we need to take it to.
And if they do go get a burrito, they're not taking a $500,000 truck to go get it.
Yes, sir. So it's not run around.
No, it's semantics, but I would try to find a name
Yes.
different than
Yes, sir.
runaround.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do we have to have a full-size truck for that?
Yes, sir, we do, because you've got to have, you got to put, 4 to 5 bodies in that full-size truck. Before we had a Ford Ranger that myself and Tyler could barely fit in, let's put it that way.
Okay.
So we needed 2 full-size pickup trucks to move people.
Question I have, I think there's what, 105,000 appropriated?
Yes, sir.
And we're looking at 85,000 for purchases.
84,660.
Is that gonna equip everything we need with 105,000?
Yes, sir, I believe it will.
Okay.
That's
Your
radios.
equipment and so forth like that and everything.
Yes, sir.
We will see some revenue back as we surplus the ones that we have. We're gonna sell some of the older ones off and then we'll go back into it. So it'll actually reduce that 85 down even a little lower.
So are we still looking for a new fire engine?
Yes, sir.
And we're looking at a used fire engine too?
Yes, sir.
So the used one is to replace a 1997 model that we have now as a reserve. That's not, it needs probably $25,000 to $30,000 worth of work to be road weather, right? So the intent here is, even if you said today, let's spend whatever on a new one, we're 18 to so many months away, right? This one will go into service right now. One of the ones we have now will actually go into reserve status.
Yes, sir.
So this is frontline engine, I guess is what we're
Right.
calling
Yes, sir.
this,
It
right?
will be.
So,
It's a big win for all of us.
and also, we've discussed internally that we're gonna put a committee together, and we're gonna put firemen, drivers, officers, and we're going to actually, finish the process of picking what we want on this new fire truck. Right, I mean, we beat it around, every time we change something different, we never know firm quotes, so how about let the folks who use it pick what they want on it? And so, in the next 2 to 3 months, we should be able to entertain a new one to be ordered.
But in return, this replacement vehicle is gonna be in service for several years of life.
Yes, sir. It'll be in
left.
service for at least 10 years, yes, sir.
Right.
And I think the one that's in reserve, if I'm not mistaken, is out of the 25-year date, and there's no
Currently,
ISO
yes, sir.
ratings or nothing on the reserve that we currently have.
So we gonna sell that?
We are.
Yes, sir, we will. Yes, sir.
But in reality, if something was to go down tomorrow, we wouldn't have the equipment that we need.
If something were to go down tomorrow, we'd still have 2 engines in service. We'd have
Right.
611 and.
But don't we need 3?
We do need 3. This
That's what
extra,
we've
this
always-
used truck would give us that capability a lot better than we have right now. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a question, and I think of it a lot until I get here, and I get here, I always forget it, but, you know, we're limited to, what, 3-story buildings,
5-story buildings.
5-story?
Yes, sir.
So, I know it's a long shot, but what would it cost to fix it so that we wouldn't be limited to a 5-story building? Maybe a 7 or 8 or 10 or something like that.
Couple $1 million
So we're, instead of a
for another
million,
piece
we're
of
limited
apparatus.
to.
Yes, sir. There's a new 100-something foot aerial platform or stick, probably cost in the neighborhood to $2.5 million for a brand new truck.
So you don't think there's gonna be anybody that wants to build a 7-story hotel or something?
The last time we had something with somebody wanted to build I don't know, it was a 10 or 15-story building out in the industrial park. And we were kind of saying, yeah, you could probably, if you sprinkle that thing all the way up, you know, and whatever, and you don't have anybody living up there, and you don't expect me to rescue somebody off the top of it, we could possibly do that. And they fell apart, went away, but in order to get something higher, we'd have to buy a bigger piece of apparatus to do that with. You're talking at least minimum of 100 foot right now. That stick is 78 feet. So you have to go to 100. Tullahoma's got a 105-foot platform that they can't really move around their city because that truck is so large. And they're fixing to buy a Quint just like we have to supplement that giant apparatus they have in their city. So we'd have to go something a lot larger than what we've got right now.
You don't see the need for it in the next 10 years?
If we keep it at 5 stories, no, sir. I mean, in the next 10 years, we may have to replace that ladder with something different. We could replace that ladder once it gets to its service life, replace it with a 100-foot stick or a 100-foot platform at that time, and it would give you the capability to possibly increase at a later date the size of the tallest of your facilities. Yeah, right now, we're limited to 5 stories, which is a good thing.
Just curious.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Chief, with the purchase of the apparatus that we've discussed and so forth, you're looking at what, 178?
178, I believe, is what the price is, yes, sir.
And then you're gonna have to put equipment, the hose.
Yes, sir, we are. Yes, sir, we're going to put, like, we have to put 2 Revolution valves on it. Revolution valves are $3,500 a piece. I went to NAFCO today and asked them for some equipment items. Hey, what would it cost for this, and this to supplement that new truck in August?
But basically, we're talking about a good safe figure would be 190,000.
I would assume so, yes, sir, maybe. Yes, sir. I'm waiting for a quote back on NAFCO for some hose, some nozzles, Revolution valves, and some other appliances to go on the truck. Yes, sir.
We can't use any of the
Oh,
oil that
we'll
we have?
strip, yes, sir, we'll strip most of everything off of 604 and put it on engine 3, let's say. But there's some of the items on 604 that are older that we need to repurchase and get a little bit better equipment that we have on 604, since it's a reserve apparatus.
Mayor, do we need a motion to move it forward to finance?
Yes, please.
I'll make the motion that we purchase a truck.
And this pushes back the second $1 million, not the first one, right?
Yes, sir.
How far back do we think it will push that second $1 million?
Well, this truck will be in service for 10 years. It's a 2010, or 15 years, excuse me. It's a 2010 model right now, so we'll get
from
15
5 or
years.
6 years
Yes,
to-
yes, sir.
to
We'll
10
get
years.
15 years worth of life out of this truck. It's a top-line apparatus. You went down and looked at it.
Yeah,
Mr.
I went and
Hollingsworth went down and looked at it.
It seemed like
It's
a
good-
very, very good
Good-looking
piece
piece
of
of
equipment.
apparatus. It's made by Pierce, and I watched the TikTok video this weekend. It's talking about fire trucks. You know, Pierce was the first one they talked about. Pierce is the Mercedes of fire trucks. Then it went down from there. So it's a good apparatus. I think it'll serve us well.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty, thank you, Chief.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You thought I'd vote against that, didn't
No, but I knew you were conflicted. I was right. I'll tell you.
Do we need to vote to move pickup trucks to finance also?
Be best. I mean, even though this is finance, but yes.
Yeah,
Do
this is
we,
finance.
do we want to see a written quote on that before we move on it, or
Well, basically,
what?
on
the
the,
pickup trucks?
Yes, sir, we have all
it?
that.
Would be
You do
finance,
have written
it
quote?
may not
well,
be finance.
I mean, the money's already
Yeah, we've already
appropriated.
got the money there.
Yeah, we still got to move.
We were just gonna take them to finance to
Yeah.
quote.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I mean, y'all can have them, but I mean.
Nah,
we
we'll
were
do
just
it,
gonna-
we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah. So I make that
Fine.
motion that we move this to finance.
Yeah.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's awful thick.
It is.
We only got 33 minutes.
I'll go real fast.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Bill.
Okay. All right, so our department answered return calls for service of approximately 2,273 calls in June. Some of that would have been a little bit of a spike here in Bonnaroo. Of course, we're beginning our budget period this time. As far as past community events, once again, Bonnaroo went as well as expected this year, considering the short time frame due to inclement weather. Once again, I want to extend my sincere thanks to the mayor and to the city department heads for allowing us to utilize our city employees. It certainly helped us out tremendously, and once again, I truly appreciate that. We also provided crowd control and traffic assistance during our June fireworks. This event went well. It was well attended and featured some impressive fireworks this year. Really good show. And once again, I want to thank the fire department for assisting us during that time, helping us with traffic and stuff. We sure appreciate that. MPD also participated in the Tennessee Highway Safety Office Checkpoint, which are conducted to enhance public safety by promoting traffic law compliance and reducing traffic-related injuries and fatalities. This grant funding provided the overtime necessary for the officers to participate in this. We don't have any upcoming events scheduled at this time. Of course, that can be subject to change at any time. Our vehicles, we're waiting for the upfitting of one of the remaining vehicles from our previous budget of the 4 vehicles we had ordered. We anticipate this will be fully equipped and duty-ready within the next couple of weeks. The remaining 4, the 6 that we ordered from last year's budget, is in the process of being built at the factory at this time. We had one vehicle accident, and that was on July the 10th. It was a minor accident, non-injury, involving one of our administrative vehicles, which was rear-ended by another vehicle that had been struck behind and subsequently struck our vehicle. So we've got estimates on that. I think it's somewhere around $1,000.
You got anything to report on that, Mary?
Yeah, I was a passenger in this vehicle, and we got hit in McMinnville. And I think it was, Mr. Floyd's vehicle that we had borrowed for that.
Glad nobody was hurt.
Yeah, that's the big
And I think going forward, we're gonna use Dale's, is what I was told.
Okay. So, department changes, improvements, there's been an increase in our court fees. The Tennessee General Assembly and the governor enacted Public Chapter 459, amending the Municipal Court Reform Act, TCA 16-18-304A. This public chapter increased the municipal training and education fee paid by the city to the Tennessee Department of Revenue by $1. So it increased from $1 to $2 for every court cost that's paid. This became effective July 1, and we had our city attorney, Craig Johnson, do an amendment for us for Municipal Code 3-202, and that's presented for your consideration tonight. We've also installed our digital messaging boards. One is in the lobby here, and one is located in our squad room. And these are community messaging boards for the foyer area that help our community know when our meetings are, the things that are going on and around the city and with the city council as well. And then the one in our squad room helps us to stay updated on departmental matters, which has been a really big help here lately. We received our firearms, our Glock 9mm pistols. These pistols incorporated mounted optic sights as well as flashlights, and they'll aid in the accuracy of target acquisition in low light, dark environmental conditions. And we hope to begin training on these firearms within the month. A lot of that is dependent upon the state's training site up there, which we utilize for our firearms qualifications. Personnel, we've had 2 officers resign here recently, Thomas Bellamy and Justin Smith. So we have 2 openings currently for police officer position. We're currently evaluating and selecting applicants for a potential interview this coming Wednesday, as a matter of fact. No reportable incidents, no promotions. We did recognize Officer Cody McMurtry as the Officer of the Quarter for the period of April through June. He's done an exceptional job for us since his employment 2 years ago, and we're really proud of his accomplishments in his service to the city. Also, leave Captain Keith Hendricks will be out on extended medical leave, possibly getting next week. His earliest expected return date would be sometime in November.
He's had a rough time, man.
He has, yeah, he's,
Maybe he'll get better
I hope
quickly.
so.
I hope so.
yeah. So as far as our training, Officer Matthew DeLong graduated from Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy and is progressing well. He's assigned to ride with the field training officer for a brief period before transitioning to the shadow phase of his own vehicle. Upon successful completion, he will be fully released to independent duty at that time. Officer Zach Smotherman and Hunter Thompson begin their 12-week academy training on July the 6th, and they so far have reported doing well during their first week. Other certifications and course completions, attending the Tennessee Association of Chiefs of Police Executive Leadership Development Program. I completed phase 1 back in June. Phase 2 is coming up next week. And this is a comprehensive program designed to enhance leadership skills by addressing key areas such as legal issues, risk management, personnel management, budgeting, peer-to-peer networking, and with a strong focus on contemporary issues impacting modern law enforcement. With respect to grants, we're currently applying for our 2025 through 2026 SRO grant. We have received the MOU from the state. It's currently in the hands of the school board director. And as soon as he signs that and gets it back to us, we'll continue that process. Hopefully have that grant again this year. This would give us approximately $75,000 per SRO per school, and for a total of $225,000. And then this money's funds can only be used for salaries, training, and equipment directly related to the SRO program. And then they won't allow us to integrate that money. It has to be utilized per school, per SRO. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office grant, we just recently had an annual review, and the findings were very favorable. And I'd just like to thank Administration Captain Dale Robertson for his work there. He's done a super job for us, and once again, no issues were found. So I believe that's all I've got.
I have no questions, but that sounds good to me.
The only thing is, I mean, on the fees and stuff, be good to pass that in here to go to, finance. I don't see why we wouldn't up the fees. We just have to do it through the board. But that's on the next few pages, along with the ordinance that, Craig has already prepared for us, so it'll take 2 readings.
So we do need a motion on that, Joe? I'll make the motion.
Yeah, I'll second.
A 3-0 vote. Adam, do you have anything?
I'm sorry?
I said, do you have anything?
No, sir. All good.
Good job,
Had a
Joe.
busy day.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, under number 2 here, under old business, so, you know, under the wellness, we had voted to look at funding it. Wow, hell, Mark, I'm sorry. We looked at funding the whole city departments. We have to get that in the paper. And so what I asked those guys to do is to present us a 90-day funding for, basically pick up the program that we had was just for first responders until we can get that into the paper and get all that done. You know, they give us an extra year for free because we didn't utilize it in the beginning like we thought we would. And that has kind of come to an end, and we don't have anything on the books. So what we'd like to ask is you guys to consider this and pass it to Budget and Finance so that the next 90 days our first responders are covered, and we're offering that service again until we can get.
So moved.
Thank you.
Seconded. They have turned away, have they turned away some, I know we've had people go over there in this,
They have.
in this
Turned
interim
away.
period.
And listen.
They have turned away.
And we own that, right?
Yeah.
It's our fault. And so, Mr. Dixon's here today, and they were gracious enough to put me a 90-day thing together until we can get it all the way through what we need to do and get the service back in, reinstated. So that's what we're asking is, hey, give us 90 days. Anthony will get everything done, and then, you know, there was some comments at the board level about just first responders versus the whole thing, and we thought we would bid out the whole thing and then bring it back to the board. So that's what we've done.
So we got a motion and a second and one aye.
2 ayes.
Okay.
So we'll pass that to Budget and Finance tomorrow night, and we'll get that funded so they can use that service.
All right.
I guess that would have been under new business, wouldn't it, Joey?
But I took it under old business because we'd already approved it, and
Do you have anything?
I got nothing.
Thomas?
No, sir, I'm good.
I don't have anything else. All righty.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second.